Okay, the same thing, you just set up all the machines.
I'd like to welcome you all to the celebration of our Founders Day. We will be starting in a few minutes. I repeat, we will be starting in a few minutes. We're going to request you all to please ensure that your mobile phones are on silent or on vibrate mode. Again, I'm going to request you all to ensure that your mobile phones are on silent or on vibrate mode. We will be starting in a few minutes. Thank you.
Sarvakaryeshu sarvada Vakrantum Akaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam
நான் மைக்ரோஃபோன் ஆப்ஷன் வந்து எல்லாருக்கும் டிசேபிள் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஓகேவா? நான் மைக்ரோஃபோன் எனேபிள் பண்ண முடியாது எல்லாரையும் நான் டிசேபிள் பண்ணிட்டேன். நீங்க இல்ல அதான் நீங்க வந்து நீங்க எனேபிள் பண்ணா மட்டும் தான் மைக்ரோஃபோன் எனேபிள் ஆகும். ஒரு ஆளுக்கு ரைட் கிளிக் கொடுத்து மைக்ரோஃபோன் அலோ கொடுங்க. நீங்க ஜூம் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது ஓகேவா? ஓகே ஷூர். Someone is connected as Apollo. Who's Mr. Apollo? Can you enable the camera and confirm the location, please? Hello, Apollo. IHLIT. Apollo 24/7. Just switch on the camera. Yeah, thank you, sir. Don't disable the camera, just keep it on. Yeah, thank you. Apollo 24/7.
Yeah, Vinod?
Yeah, I can hear you. It is loud and clear.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. சொல்லுங்க சார்.
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on you. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Because we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? Come on, make a way for me. Stand up, for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. Champions, for the champions, stand up. Champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions, stand up.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaskar. We'd indeed like to welcome you all here for a truly special and momentous occasion. We're here celebrating our Founders Day, and this is a milestone Founders Day. So on behalf of the Apollo family members, it is indeed my honor and my privilege to welcome you all here today on this lovely morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a few years before we witnessed this crowd right here in this venue. I must say it's lovely to see so many happy faces gathered here today on this special occasion. To begin with, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a very, very happy Founders Day. My name is Sahitya. It is my pleasure and my privilege to be here. Thank you for having me as always, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, about 90 years ago, we in this country got very, very lucky because there's someone who was born in this world. There's someone who decided to grow up, change the face of this country. Someone who dared to dream, a dream that no one else had thought of. Someone who decided that me, my family, not just my daughters, but the family that I will be building, which is the Apollo family here today, together can face all challenges and all odds and go on to build what is a healthcare system quite unlike any other in a country like India. This was something that was considered impossible till this gentleman here dared to dream. Many thought that there were obstacles that were absolutely insurmountable, and he, along with his 4 strong daughters, decided that through sheer will, passion, and hard work, we can make this dream, we can make the chairman's vision possible. So we're gathered here today to celebrate the man who dared to dream, the man who defied all doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, you can all join me in wishing our beloved chairman happy birthday, sir. Thank you once again for everything that you do. Thank you for bringing us all here together. Ladies and gentlemen, over the course of today, we're going to be discussing the countless contributions and achievements of our chairman over the years. He has been a true pioneer in the field of healthcare, leading the way with immense progress and tireless dedication to improving the lives of others. But amidst all of his incredible achievements, he stands tall as an incredible human. Because as he enters here today, there's one thing that I observe from my privileged place here on the stage, is that each and every one of you here light up in his presence. Each and every one of you were radiant, you were smiling and you were truly happy. And there's not many people who can do that. And our beloved chairman is one such person. So we'd also like to extend a very, very warm welcome on that note with a bright smile on our faces and a warm round of applause as we'd like to welcome Mr. Greg Davis, Senior Vice President, International and Strategic Partnerships, Common Spirit. Thank you for joining us here today. Mr. Narendra Reddy and Mrs. Nirmala Reddy, Mr. Pradeep Reddy, Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi and her son, Mr. Rahul Reddy. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Madhu Sashidhar, President, Clinic Tradition Hospital. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. M. Narendra and his lovely wife. Thank you for joining us here today. And ladies and gentlemen, to all of you here, thank you for being here with us. Each and every one of you are an integral part of the Apollo family, and that's what makes Apollo special. So can you please begin by giving yourselves a huge round of applause. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing such wonderful energy on a truly special occasion where we celebrate a pioneer, a gentleman, and a lovely human. Thank you once again for bringing all of us here today, sir. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin with a beautiful praise song by Dr. Nandini Balasubramaniam. వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం పంకజనేత్రం పంకజనేత్రం పరమ పవిత్రం పంకజనేత్రం పరమ పవిత్రం శంఖ చక్రధర చిన్మయ వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం అంబుజోద్భవ వినుతం అగణిత గుణనామం అంబుజోద్భవ వినుతం అగణిత గుణనామం తుంగురు నారద గాన విలోలం తుంగురు నారద గాన విలోలం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం పంకజనేత్రం పరమ పవిత్రం శంఖ చక్రధర చిన్మయ రూపం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం మకర కుండలధార మదన గోపాలం మకర కుండలధార మదన గోపాలం భక్త పోషక శ్రీ పురందర విఠలం భక్త పోషక శ్రీ పురందర విఠలం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వెంకటాచల నిలయం వైకుంఠపురవాసం Thank you, Dr. Nandini, for that very, very melodious and auspicious beginning to our morning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite our beloved Chairman and Mrs. Chairman and the leadership members to please begin this morning with our lamp lighting ceremony. May I please invite our beloved Chairman, Mrs. Chairman, our leadership members to please proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. I'd now like to invite Chairman, Mrs. Chairman, leadership members, family and friends to please proceed with the cake cutting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're celebrating the father of modern healthcare in India, the pioneer of medicine right here in this country. So if I can request you all to put your hands together, feel free to hoot, holler, make a little bit of noise. We're celebrating 90 years on this earth for Dr. Pratap Singh Reddy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our celebrations on this momentous day continue. We have a very, very special song that every time I listen to it live always brings me goosebumps. We have our very own nursing students performing the Apollo anthem live here for us. So if I can request you all to direct your attention towards our very own Apollo nursing students who will be presenting the Apollo anthem.
We never know. Yes, we want the future to be free from anxiety. To wipe our tears of suffering that sadness from every face. Helplessness, pain, and pain.
Can I just say, in all of the years, this has been the most special rendition of the anthem, and I think it's about time we started a family choir with how the sisters have been singing. I just wish the three of you had mics. I got to hear them; they have lovely voices, and it's so nice how you inspired everyone to join in. This is truly the spirit of Apollo. Thank you once again. This is very, very special. Thank you to all of our nursing students as well. Thank you once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after that very happy performance, I'd now like to invite our union members, Mr. Anvamani and Mr. David Green, followed by Mr. Yettiappan and Mr. Ravi to please felicitate our beloved chairman. I'd like to welcome Mr. Anvamani, Mr. David Green, Mr. Yettiappan and Mr. Ravi to please felicitate our beloved chairman. And now to present the welcome address, I'd like to welcome Mr. Shiv Kumar, MD, Indraprastha, Apollo.
Sorry, ma'am. Namaste and good morning to all of you here. Although I was introduced as Managing Director of Indraprastha Apollo Hospitals, Delhi, my heart is in Chennai. Honorable Chairman, Sir, respected Sucharita Ma'am, Preeta Ma'am, Sunita Ma'am, Shobna Ma'am, and Sangeeta Ma'am. I'm not able to see her here. She must be right. Right. The G3 family who are all here and who have joined online, members and dignitaries who have assembled here today, and my fellow colleagues, the great Apollo family members. It's my great privilege to welcome all of you here today on this very, very special Founders Day. We don't live in a perfect world is something that we keep hearing all the time. But the real question is, what do we do to make it perfect? And we'll try to find that answer as I go through this. For over 4 decades, our chairman has been at the forefront of healthcare innovation, leading the way, but just not leading, but guiding the way, and making each one of us feel as a part of a family. And in a mission to deliver healthcare to several thousands of people, millions of people. And today we have, as we speak, we have treated more than 20 crores of people, and that is stupendous. I think it deserves a standing ovation. It deserves a standing ovation. Whoever can stand, I guess. People say we deliver care of international standards, but I think, sir, we deliver more than what international care delivers today. I think that has been endorsed by many people across the world. We have established countless benchmarks on this journey, and all thanks to your vision, thanks to your leadership, and your inspiration. I think that's something. It's from our heart, but for you, I guess this journey would not have been possible. On behalf of this entire organization, I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations and a very happy birthday to our chairman on this very special 90th birthday. Sir, we are honored to celebrate this milestone with you and look forward to many more years of invaluable guidance. Sir, each one of us and countless millions of others in the world look up to you for inspiration. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all and commence the birthday celebrations of the architect, doyen, healer, pioneer, avatar, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy. Sir, on this landmark day, which is also the auspicious Thai Pusam, a very important sacred Tamil festival. When the moon is at its brightest, I think that's one of the reasons, why people celebrate. And it is also the day when Lord Kartikeya received the divine spear, Tamil Vel Nasolo. So it was given to him by his mother Parvati to vanquish evil Surapadman. And sir, today we reaffirm our commitment and we seek your blessings to realize your vision of vanquishing illness and make this a very, very healthy and perfect world. Thank you, sir. In all humbleness, we seek your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shivkumar, for those heartfelt words. I believe you did say that Apollo Hospitals offers care that's on par with international standards. This is 2023. I would like to humbly rephrase that statement in saying Apollo sets the international standard for care and they do it very, very proudly. I think that's a very reasonable and fair statement to make. And so thank you once again for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, our beloved chairman is known as a visionary. Some like to refer to him as a dreamer. Others call him a living legend. And most can't quite find the words to describe the magnitude of this humble gentleman's persona. For decades, our beloved chairman has been pushing the boundaries, bringing forth innovation and has transformed healthcare for humanity, especially in this country and several others. He's healed the lives of over billions across borders and given everyone the greatest gift of all, the gift of health, the gift of second chances. So, sir, here's to reigniting hope when it was lost. Here's to restoring faith when believing it was impossible. Here's to being the light when there was darkness. Dear Chairman, sir, here's to you. This is a small video that your Apollo family is dedicating to you. Can we have the video, please?
Yes, sir.
Hey, doctor.
Namaste, sir.
Hello, Dr. Reddy.
Sir.
सत श्री अकाल डॉक्टर साहब मेरा नाम जोर सिंह खुराना ए मेरे पुत दा पुत जोर सिंह खुराना
I'm writing to you from the most beautiful roots. I'm so excited. Where do I start? वैसे तो I never thought I would be writing a letter like this. But here I am.
So my entire life I have been all about fitness. Football in school, swimming on the weekends. Then I got into kickboxing and of course the marathons.
It took me a long time to look the way I feel, to be who I really am.
For most part of my life, I've been on the sidelines.
I've
even kept a check on what I eat, slept on time, and no vices at all. इਵੇਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ.
I was just leaving from my best friend Sangeet. I gave the best performance. My friends and family had only ever met Kaushik, but the universe decided to change that.
I miss simple things. Friends ஓட அரட்டை அடிக்கிறது, ஜாலியா பீச்ல கடலை சாப்பிடுறது, ஸ்கூல்ல பொண்ணுங்கள லைன் அடிக்கிறது.
It was an amazing night. And then?
But the routine had to change. The universe had a different plan.
I made the biggest mistake of my life. I chose to drive back home.
பொங்கல்ல இருந்து தீபாவளி எல்லாம் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்குள்ள தான் கொண்டாடிங்க.
It was a complete blur. All I remember was being in an ambulance.
ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਚ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਸੀ, ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਗਾ.
I stuck in the corporate rat race. But I was made for an entirely different race.
Until I got the best gift I could get from you.
At my lowest, you gave me a ray of hope. Gave me a second chance. I wasn't even able to stand, and today I'm riding.
ਉੱਥੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਡਾਕਟਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਲੀਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਚਿਹਰਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਸਕਣਾ ਸੀ
Us then you saved not just me, but the thing most precious to me, my spirit.
thanks to you I am still ahead of the curve and I've still got it
Today there's wind in my hair. I feel the rush and the thrill.
Today, all thanks to you, I have a whole new life.
Thanks to you, I can dance again, I can drive again.
I have friends. Girlfriend to kade chudwa. So today, I'm writing to you on your birthday because it is the first time I am about to take the stage as who I really am. Umeed.
I don't feel scared I feel cared for तेरे जन्मदिन ते डॉक्टरा thank you
Thank you for another chance to live my childhood.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Shukriya.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this life.
so thank you and happy birthday doc
Happy birthday.
Chairman, sir, on behalf of the entire Apollo family that's gathered here today and who are joining us online, thank you and happy birthday, Doc. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of people who've gotten a second innings in life, we've got a very, very special someone who's joined us here today. We have Mr. In Narula, who is the 50th patient at Apollo Proton Cancer Center. Sir, if I can welcome you to please say a few words on this occasion.
Today is a very auspicious day to me because I would mark on my calendar the 5th of February. You see, it's the day Guru, the God in heaven, sent his Guru on earth. He's a Guru Dr. Reddy. To us, many happy returns of the day. Today is a return of that day when the Guru sent another Guru to us, who gave so many extended hands of all doctors and professionals and service, whoever did service to him are all extended hands of God. I have been all over America for treatments from my father-in-law, mother-in-law, and my husband. And I can tell you, to find Apollo, I cannot begin to believe things like this can happen in this world. The doctors scrutinize things in a very minute way. I was talking to one American gentleman just now. I was explaining he's from America. When I told him, I've been to Mayo, I've been to Chicago, I've been everywhere, but nowhere is like Apollo. And today is the most auspicious. I believe in God, because my husband was due to get to Mayo Clinic after 3 months for radiation. One night, I was whole night not sleeping, just being on the computer and looking for about the side effects of radiation. Somehow I hear a proton something. You see, there has to be God. He was given only 6 months, which there's nothing like that when we scrutinize here, nothing of that kind at all. We are in good hands now. The rest is up to God. We have breathing, then God gives us. And we have to thank God for keeping Dr. Reddy here, Guru Dr. Reddy here with us. And that night, in the middle of the night, I somehow couldn't resist calling, what is this proton thing? I call up I call up Sir John Chandy. He right away explained me everything. Bring him here, and I'll take great care of you. Oh, I was afraid of India a little bit because, you know, we are not used to taking treatments here. And somehow I told my husband about it. I was not thinking that he will be ready because we were already scheduled for Mayo. We already paid. And somehow we came, and I can't even believe, I don't even believe in any doctor. The new insurance I made for myself is for India. not any other country. I didn't care if they include USA or not. And I have to thank Dr. T. Raja, who is the best ever doctor. When I see him, and Dr. Srinivas, I got Dr. Jalali, we have Dr. for brain. When I need to consult, all doctors are here. And I cannot believe even the extended hands and the rooms here and everything is better than USA or anywhere in the world, nowhere you can find. Many happy returns of this day. This is an auspicious day on our calendar when our Guru sends someone as his representative for the extended hands.
I will keep it short, simple, and sweet. May I request everyone to fold their hands, and I'll keep it very simple. Ek Onkar Satnam Karta Puruk Nirbhau Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sepang. I pray upon all the gods of the world to please bless Dr. Reddy so that he is always healthy, wealthy, strong, kind, compassionate, and most importantly, always great looking, sir. With this, may I come to get your blessings and not to forget it all. 3 cheers for Dr. Reddy. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for those kind and heartfelt words. It meant a lot to each and every one of us here to hear your story, hear you share that experience. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a special occasion calls for special wishes, and I promise you wishes have been pouring in from all over the globe. But we'd like to share the very first wish that was shared by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. I believe he sent in a letter. If we can have the letter on screen, please. The letter read, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy ji, I'm delighted to learn about your 90th birthday celebrations as well as the 40th founding day of Apollo Hospitals. Heartiest congratulations and greetings to every member of the Reddy family on this memorable occasion. Your contribution in the field of healthcare aimed at the betterment of society is commendable. Your tireless efforts are an inspiration for the people who aspire to bring about a transformation in this sector. Youngsters in the field of healthcare will do well to take a leaf out of your book. May the 90th birthday celebrations bring happiness for the family. May you continue to be blessed with good health and well-being. Warm regards. This is from the Honorable Prime Minister. The next wish is from the President of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom. Can we have the video, please?
Dear Dr. Reddy, greetings from Geneva and my very best wishes for a happy 90th birthday. May you be blessed with good health and energy to inspire health leaders across the world, as you have done for 4 decades. Thank you for your lifelong commitment to health and to ensuring all people receive safe and quality care in India and around the world. Again, happy birthday. Namaste.
Thank you. Our next wish came in from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Can we have the letter, please? His Holiness wrote, Dear Dr. Reddy, I offer my congratulations on your 90th birthday and wish you many happy returns. As I had the opportunity to convey on earlier occasions, I have great admiration for your contribution to society, especially in the field of health. Indeed, the work of doctors and health workers are something sacred, akin to compassion in action. You've truly been living a very meaningful life in the service of others. Once again, a very happy birthday to you. May you live long and in good health. With my prayers and good wishes, yours sincerely, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Our next wish is from the CEO of Microsoft, Mr. Satya Nadella. Can we have a video, please?
Hello, it's a real honor to wish Dr. Pratap Reddy a happy 90th birthday. Dr. Reddy, your impact over the past several decades is remarkable. I'm proud of Microsoft's long-standing partnership with Apollo Hospitals and excited to strengthen that partnership in this new age of AI as you continue to harness the power of digital technology to improve patient outcomes. Your cardiac prognosis model, which uses Azure AI to predict the risk of cardiovascular disease, is especially inspiring and meaningful to me personally. So please accept my heartfelt congratulations and gratitude for your contributions to the healthcare industry and your continued commitment to provide the best healthcare to everyone. Thank you so very much.
We have many more wishes from several eminent personalities, and we're going to be sharing them over the course of this afternoon. But now I'd like to welcome the President of Apollo Hospitals Division, Dr. K. Hari Prasad, to say a few words on this occasion.
Vanakkam. A year after Chairman launched Apollo Hospitals, Rakesh Sharma, the first Indian, was launched into space and he landed on moon. The then Prime Minister asked him, how does India look from there? His answer was very short, crisp, and powerful. All he said was, Sare jahan se acha, Hindustan hamara. I'll never get to the moon, but I will be privileged to use this platform and get over it by saying, Sare jahan se acha, Chairman hamara. Sir, we are blessed to be a part of your family. Thank you for giving us all these opportunities, and we promise to continue to walk and run in the direction you show us in the years ahead. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. I'd now like to invite Mr. Greg Davis, Senior Vice President, International and Strategic Partnerships, Common Spirit, to please say a few words on this occasion.
Chairman Reddy, it's a privilege and an honor to be here. I can look around this room and I can see the impact that you've had, not just with your family, but your extended family. I've seen words on the screen today and I've heard them spoken of your legacy and being a pioneer for India. I would share with you that it's a pioneer on a global basis. Imagine the impact that Apollo Hospitals, through your leadership, has had on India as a nation. We've heard words spoken about the patient care and the amazing care that it's been provided. Think about the legacy that you're leaving, though, and going forward into the future on a global basis. Apollo Hospitals is not just impacting healthcare here in India, but it's impacting healthcare all across the world. So happy birthday. It's a privilege to be here. And on behalf of Common Spirit Health, happy birthday and many more. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of us have been wondering, how does someone live to 90, be hale and healthy and hearty, and also be legendary, as I would like to refer to this gentleman right here? And I was told the secret was, even before ABC juice was trendy on Pinterest and all of us saw Instagram videos and decided to have it, Mrs. Chairman has been making apple beetroot and carrot juice for our beloved chairman for over the years. And they always say there's a lot of wisdom that we can learn from previous generations. So thank you for that. We now have trendy terms for it. It's ABC juice. And today we are going to be launching the ABC juice, which is the beloved love potion, as we like to call, that Mrs. Chairman has been giving to Mr. Chairman over the years. So can we please request our beloved Chairman and Mrs. Chairman to release the ABC juice, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we give to you ABC Juice, a new product that's launching right here today. We're hoping all of you can partake in some of the yummy goodness that is this ABC Juice right here. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, anytime we speak about the Apollo family, we speak about the chairman. I think in the same breath, we all speak about his 4 incredibly talented and inspiring daughters. For me, over the years, as a young girl growing up in India, it was nice to see women take up a business and help it grow. And I've watched them in the interviews and their leadership styles, and there's so much that I've learned from each and every one of them. Up next, I'd like to welcome our Executive Vice President of Apollo Hospitals Group, Ms. Shobana Kamineni. And can I just say, over the years, in all of your interviews, every time we see men talking about their achievements, they speak about it so effortlessly. But in India, as a culture, we're raised where women don't speak about their achievements. And I see you do that with confidence, with ease, and do it in such a matter-of-fact manner that I found it incredibly inspiring. And I'm sure so many young women have done as well. And especially your candor with which you address everybody. So we look forward to hearing from you today on the stage.
Hi, happy birthday, Chairman. And that naughty young man there who's distracting everybody. But, you know, I think that we need to really, today is about the celebration of all of you and all of us who have been sitting and standing and crowding up this lobby that I actually built. And at that time, we thought it was so big, but none of us have got a measure of Chairman's ambition, even today. So guys, whenever you're thinking, make sure you think big, which is why, Chairman, I had to go virtual, because then there's no limit to your to what we can do for you. Today, the 20 million Indians online, we promise it'll be very soon, that billion will all be there that can access Apollo, no matter virtually, physically. We are the largest and best Omni. And I'm really going to stop there because I don't have fantastic words to say, except that you never gave, you never really responded to the words we spoke. It was the actions that really made it important for you. And I think that in all of us today, we have shown you, Chairman, in the 40 years that you've built Apollo, and I probably had a few more years of him whacking me around, that in my 60 years, we've shown you by action, not just how much we love you, but how much we respect you. And in that, I think that we've created your living legacy comes from every one of the 100,000 people that are here today. And I promise that this is a legacy that even these little ones that you see and who are part of it will remember forever. And this is something that we promise today. And at 90, I think, job well done, no time to rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Joint Managing Director, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, is going to be joining us online. So if I can direct all of your attention towards the AV screen on stage, please.
Namaste and a very, very, very happy birthday, Daddy. Our Chairman, you continue to inspire. Your vision is large. Your heart is larger. Your aspiration for us is sky high, and because of you, we reach the moon. And I just want to say one thing, and that is that somebody created a new definition of a billionaire because of you. And a billionaire is one who can touch billions of lives. You are the billionaire of our choice. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us, inspiring us, empowering us, giving us this path. And thank you for what you have done for the world and humanity. We love you, Chairman. Thank you and namaste.
My
Thank you.
Hyderabad team, hearty congratulations for the wonderful things that you've all done all these years. But your words of inspiration gives me an assurance that you'll do more. God bless you.
Next, on this special occasion, I'd like to welcome the Managing Director of the Hospitals Group, Ms. Sunita Reddy. And what I'd like to introduce you is, in a country of men who've been raising funds for companies, if we line them all up in one room, you would still be the woman single-handedly who's raised more funds than all of them combined. And can I just say that is absolutely inspiring for all the young girls out there. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. Happy Founders Day. Really difficult to come up with a speech on such an occasion. And so much has been said from across the world, from people who've known Chairman and who've been inspired by his work. So I actually thought I'll give you a different perspective as a daughter. And like they said, I always speak from my heart, even in front of our investors. So yeah, I must tell you this, I was a very fat child, and Chairman used to make me run around the house 3 times at least before dinner. Shobha would climb the trees and I'd be running around the house. Even at that age, he instilled in us the importance and discipline of physical activity, of body and mind coming together. For Daddy, belief is power. You know, he reads the Sundarakandam every morning. And in that, it's not just a textbook that is a religious textbook, but there is a message in it for all of us. And that message is belief is power. And the single most line that, the imagery that I see is of Hanuman crossing the ocean. It represents the ability of the human intellect to really cross oceans, to climb mountains, to do the impossible. And that is what Chairman did. He would come every day, he would be inspired, at least, every quarter, every year, by a new vision. And there was no way we could say, Dad, we can't do this. It would always be, how can we do this? So together, I would like to thank all of you for making all his visions a reality. And especially today on this birthday, I think we're extremely privileged to be part of the Apollo family. Chairman never thought linear. It was never 2 + 2 would be 4. There was always algebra in his mind. So he was multiplying when people were adding. And I think that's how we have this dream of touching 1 billion lives, which we will achieve with everything that, this 24/7 has done, digital has done. And we will use the power of AI going beyond the human mind to actually deliver world-class care. I'd like to leave you with this imagery that I have. And again, a personal thing. When Chairman gets up in the morning, he has his coffee and then he prays. He goes to the puja room. And once he finished his prayer, he'd go to Tulsi and he'd pray to the sun god. And I used to think, it's so hot. Why is Daddy going in the sun and getting a tan? But I think the importance of that is, intuitively, he knew that the rays of the sun give you energy. It gives you a very special energy. And Chairman, you've given that to us. You've given that very special energy to us. But beyond all that, when you look at the sun, you leave no shadow behind. And that's what he's done. He's taught us to look at the light and leave no shadow behind, but only energy. So thank you, Chairman, for blessing us all with your energy. And thank you, Apollo family, for making it all a reality. Namaste.
Thank you for those lovely words. Next, I'd like to welcome the Vice Chairperson of Apollo Hospitals Group, Ms. Preeta Reddy. It's nice to be able to say chairperson and not chairman. I think that is where the small changes began. But can I just say, as soon as I say Ms. Preeta Reddy, each and every one of you smiled. And when she walked in here earlier and she was interacting with everybody, and I'm sure you interact with hundreds and thousands of people every day, yet she remembers the small details about each and every person, remembers to ask someone about their child, someone else about their grandchild. And I think that's what makes you the person that you are, so charming, witty, and intelligent. Thank you once again. Can we please give her a warm welcome onto the stage?
Thank you, our chairman, dad, and mom. Family who's come from all over the world, mummies and daddy's family, but the new Apollo family, Mr. and Mrs. Narula, Madhu, Greg, and all our clinicians, each one of you who's here, who's connected online. Today is a very special day. It's also very emotional for all of us. Some days you only think with the heart, so the brain just gets put aside, and today's probably one of those days. I was trying to say, what can I say about Dad? And it would probably go on for ages. And then I was praying and meditating in the morning. Today is Paurnami, very special day, in fact. And this thought came to my mind that there is actually a God in each one of us. There is a piece of God. And there is Vishnu, who is the protector. But there's Brahma, who's the creator. Dad started by creating. He just did it. And when Brahma creates, he doesn't create for himself. He just creates because that is what the whole universe is all about. And I see the Brahma in you, Dad, because you just create. And as Suni said, you don't think back, so there's no shadow in what you create. And then comes Vishnu, and Vishnu is the protector. And he does it with his smile, he does it with his aura. He still walks the rounds and touches that one patient and makes a huge difference in their lives. So he continues to protect. He's a bit tough on some of the teams, I think especially the Pro Health team of late, because he says it not because of anything else, but just to protect people so that they don't get sick, just to keep them well. He says illness we will deal with, but keep them well because we owe it to them and their families. So Dad, that's the Vishnu in you. And then they say Shiva is the destroyer, he's the eliminator. But what I see the Shiva in my father is that he eliminates all the fear, the negativity, the word no, which Dr. Mani said is not in Chairman's dictionary. He doesn't know English, but he eliminates all the obstacles in front of you, and he does it just because he will not brook any nonsense. He will do it because he thinks it's the right thing to do for patients. So Dad, today, I see all the Trinity in you, and they will protect you and make all your dreams come true, because you don't do it for yourself. You do it for the entire Apollo family who's here today, and for all the patients from all over the world, because you've told us it's our responsibility. Thank you, and we really love you.
Thank you. I think it's a very, very special occasion, and we're all humbled to hear from the four of you. I think the love, the respect, and the admiration is clearly evident in each and every one of your words. And that is a beautiful relationship that we're all lucky to witness. Thank you once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this special and momentous occasion, I think it's time for another launch. And to do the honors and tell us a little bit more about it, can I request you all to please put your hands together and welcome Professor Ravi Mahajan.
Namaste, Mr. Chairman. It's with great pleasure that we present to you one of your many birthday gifts today. And this is Apollo Connected Care Command Center. We know that you've been an inspiration and guiding force behind this project. The spirit behind this center is in complete
synchrony with your vision of making high standard healthcare available to every individual, irrespective of their geographical location. So Chairman, here it is. If we could have the video, please. The command center proclaims to be the Apollo's statement to the world that we will be there for vulnerable patients, whether they are in a nursing home ICU, their own homes, emergency rooms, ambulances, or a ward. We will monitor their vital parameters 24/7, round the clock, and provide support and guidance irrespective of their geographical location. And if they were to need specialist advice, our world-class consultants will be immediately available to direct their care whenever and wherever required. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are pioneering joined up, connected, monitored care, reaching out to every vulnerable patient anywhere in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Just to wrap it up, there are a few thank yous to say. First of all, Dr. Ramakrishnan and his team, Mr. Shiv, Mr. Naveen, Mr. Venkat, Dr. Venkat, Mr. Seshadri, Mr. Satyanarayan, Ms. Kamakshi, Mr. Ashokan, and Mr. Pavan from HNG. They've all done it in remarkable time just because Chairman wanted it done by today. So Chairman, here it is to you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. K.R. Palaniswamy, Senior Consultant Gastroenterology, to felicitate our chairman and say a few words on this occasion.
Namaste and happy birthday, Chairman. Madam Chairman, Preeta Reddy, Sunita Reddy, Shobna and Sankita Reddy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege for me to speak on behalf of the consultants of Apollo. I'm really honored to speak to you. Really, I'm nervous that when I heard so many people speak different aspects of our chairman, I would like to be different from all the others. And all of you know about chairman's achievements, laurels, and we can probably even the awards. You can write books on such events. But I would like to share with you about chairman as a student in Stanley Medical College. Even then, chairman had the attributes of leadership qualities. So briefly, I would like to touch upon them. Chairman started this career in 1956 as a medical student in Stanley Medical College. And you will be wondering, Chairman is always with the suit. And even then, as a student, way back in 1956, Chairman used to wear jacket and suit in Stanley Medical College. I always admire Chairman in all this, the suits. Doesn't mean that I don't admire Chairman, not only I admire Chairman, also the suits. And Chairman gave importance for the friendship, even those days. He had very good friends. And I would like to probably mention a few of them. Dr. Venkatasamy was a renowned plastic surgeon, and also Dr. Dante Madhurnagam. He was a professor of medicine in Madras Medical College, and they were associated with Chairman for various council activities of the college. So chairman was active in the council, the college, various events, and during that, and I would like to briefly mention about chairman's organizational capacity. Chairman organized a medical exhibition when during those days. That was the first initiative, I think, started in Stanley Medical College. In fact, that was an exemplary the exhibition. Initially, it was planned only for 3 days, but extended to 5 days, 5 more days at the request of many people across. And you won't believe me, the chairman saved rupees 1 lakh at that time from the sort of collections. So people were wondering what to do with that 1 lakh. Chairman said, go to the villages, spend the money in the villages. Then he just probably said to people, go to the villages. We will all go to the villages to dig wells and also educate the people on hygiene and health. That was the initiative even in those days. And chairman also held, during the exhibition, he encouraged people to have a health checkup even those days. I think that is probably being carried forward as a pro health checkup even today. That is one of the sort of most talked about the health checkup, and this is one of the top one in the world. And again, one more thing I would like to mention. Even those days, chairman with few friends set up health checkup facility in the village. Really unheard of. Even those days, 1950s, to sort of have a checkup facility in the villages. And one more incident I would like to quote. I think we'll all be wondering. When I was telling you, chairman was busy or active in the activities of the college council. So chairman wanted to invite then Chief Minister of Madras Province, Sri Rajagopalachari at that time. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the name Sri Rajagopalachari. He was the first Governor General of India, and later he became the Chief Minister of the Madras Province. At that time, chairman invited him for a college council function. Then during the address, Sri Rajagopalachari said, our bodies are our temples. Our bodies are our temples. And you doctors are priests. That was the sort of, during this address, he did mention about that. Then he turned to our chairman, to Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, and said, if I ever fall sick, I will come to you for treatment. That was the statement Rajagopalachari said. I don't know, Mr. Chairman, we remember about this. And then CM, Sri Rajagopalachari called chairman and his friend Dr. Dante Madhurnayam to his house the next day morning at 6 a.m. Both of them were there by 5:45. And then CM commented that was that event. There was a fine event yesterday. You are such good organizer. So chairman had a great organizing capacity even then. That probably you're all experiencing now. So I was associated with Apollo almost from the initial days. Initially came as a visiting, then after that I came as a part-time and then full-time. I had a great support from the chairman, from the vice chairman, Preetha Reddy, Sunitha Reddy, for the development of the Department of Gastroenterology. Today, Department of Gastroenterology is one of the best department in the country, and we do more volumes in the endoscopy. And also academics also we are doing well, and we run a most sought after national training program in gastroenterology. Our students are all over the country. And at this stage, I would like to mention about Madam Chairman, about the hospitality. We have had many opportunities to visit Madam at home. And really, I think we should all experience the hospitality where what Madam showers on us. Thank you, Madam. And I would like to mention the other attributes of chairman as a leader. So as you all the compassion, some of you mentioned about compassion. Chairman really compassionate towards patient, towards his friends. I've really observed in the corridor, whenever he walks in the corridor, he looks at the patient, stops and talks to them, whether the rich or poor. He is really great. And the next attribute is punctuality. The chairman always believes in punctuality. He says, you doctors should see the patient on time, should not make the patient wait. The patients are your brand ambassador. A satisfied patient is your brand ambassador. No amount of marketing will help. If you have a satisfied patient, he will come to you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I would like to mention, while planning Apollo Hospital 1981, chairman and colleagues devised an iron triangle, but I don't know whether chairman will remember that. That is quality, affordability, and accessibility. So Dr. Reddy lives by it even today. Yeah, finish. So in fact, I have a lot of things to talk, but I don't want to sort of go on because I have a lot of things prepared. I would like to cut short now. And now chairman believes in advances in technology. Even today in Hindu paper, I don't know how many of you have read, there's an article about chairman talking about the artificial intelligence and the medicine. With this, chairman, I would like to again wish you a very happy and healthy returns of the day. Thank you very much, chairman.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for sharing those stories of what the beloved chairman was like even as a medical student. Thank you for sharing those stories on this special occasion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to hearing biannually from our beloved chairman between the anniversary and Founders Day every single year. And it is one of the most inspiring speeches that any one of us can hear. But to be 90 years old, hale and healthy and leading from the front is truly something we're all lucky to witness. So on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, can I request you all to please stand up, put your hands together and give our beloved chairman, the architect of modern day healthcare, the true pioneer of healthcare, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, a warm welcome.
Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done over the last 39 years at Apollo. And of course, our beloved gastroenterologist. He brought out my college days. I wish I had also brought somebody from my village to about my child life. I think it's interesting. It's interesting for all of us to live the life as it comes on, but always have a focus saying, what is it that we would like to do and what difference would it make for you and for the people who depend on you? I think this is where we're all here today. The large Apollo family, the last count was 130,000 Apollo family members. For all of them, I'm just going to say a big thank you for creating an institution which people trust you. People trust you for the great care that you're given, for the care and compassion that you're given. But of course, the doctors and the nurses and the technologists for the great clinical excellence that they have brought in. But I think this is where we are after 39 years. But it doesn't stop here, as you know. First, whatever we've achieved, it only makes people think, saying, Apollo has done this, Apollo can do this, Apollo will do this. So that can and will should always be with us. And I have only one milestone. I don't believe in 7-year and 10-year plans. I have a milestone. You all remember that through that door, former President late Johnny Dale Singh inaugurated this hospital on September 18, 1983. September 18, 2023 is coming. So our goal post is that day, to honor our former president, the manner in which he done recently. He had his bypass at with Dr. my good friend Dr. Denton Cooley in Houston. So he came and everywhere he said, "Oh, this is not there in Houston. This is there in Houston." He, instead of spending 20 minutes for the whole speech, he spent 40 minutes just going around the hospital. And then his speech he threw off and spoke, as you all know, for almost more than 1 hour. And thinking, saying, I see that this hospital is going to be one of the good hospitals anywhere in the world. And today, I think to his memory, we must say that that is coming, the 40th year is coming. We must all think, what is it that we can give, to this man who predicted, who spontaneously saw things. We also had, there are a few people who are standing here, they all said, Dr. Reddy is a very clever fellow. He's built a beautiful hospital. It will going to turn up to be a great hotel. I'm happy that it's not, the hospitality of a hotel and the medical expertise of a hospital. So it's a combination of both. So I won't disappoint those people who criticized us, but I admire our president. So I think we have a target. And as I said, there are so many things that I can praise each one of you. We have our senior most member, Dr. Mani here. I remember the number of times I went to bring him here to start the department of nephrology, and many who have done outstanding things in this hospital. Being a cardiologist, you all know, I started this hospital because I lost a young man, was only 38-year-old, leaving behind a 31-year-old wife, 4-year-old daughter, 2-year-old son. And you know why? He had an appointment to go to Dr. Hugh. There was no acceptable cardiac surgery program at that time. He had an appointment to go to Dr. Denton Cooley. Unfortunately, he could not raise $50,000. That is what made me think, saying, how many more are going to lose their lives because they can't afford $50,000? So this is why we created the 4 C's, the clinical excellence, their care and compassion, and the cost benefit, so that more people can afford it. So we have done, I think we have achieved all of these, and I'm happy in cardiology. We are right there in the rest of the world. Whatever is happening in cardiothoracic surgery, they are doing here. Whatever is happening in cardiology, they are doing here. In transplants, in heart transplant, heart lung transplants, in every one of these disciplines, I can go on and on with everything that you have done. But I just want to thank you, saying, you all put your hearts into it. You all thought to yourself, saying, the patients that walk in here come in with a hope, saying, I'll get the best care possible at Apollo. That is what you have delivered. And I want to sincerely thank all of you for the wonderful things that you have done. But it is not just the clinical care that you have given. You have given something which you can't buy with a juice mark or $1, the care and compassion. I think that is where most people have admired. Even during COVID time, the crisis which nobody expected. What you have done is something outstanding, because the care that you took was, I know the way you managed. You had 3,500 hospital beds for patients in the hospital, 5,000 hospital beds in the hotel looked after by your home care team and your nurses, and 24/7 came right on time, thanks to Shobhu and Sangeeta. You came right on time so that people in the remote areas, panic stricken in the home, can immediately contact and say, I've got the symptoms. And the doctor would say, this is not COVID, don't worry. And if it is COVID, where to go, where to get tests done, what medicines to give. All this has happened at that time. So I'm happy that a great transformation took place during such a severe crisis. And we must thank the government, the public, and the private healthcare to have done marvelous work so that India can confidently say we have tackled the disease, COVID as well or better than the best centers anywhere in the world. This is because of the spirit that went in each one of you. You all did it with your heart. Every one of us have got that extraordinary inner strength, but none of us use all of it. But I think in this case, the entire nation, healthcare came together. I admire all of them. But I think when talking about COVID, we should not forget that it was predicted way back in 2015 by IMF, then World Bank and the UN, saying that this decade, that is 2020, 2030, will face a huge crisis called non-communicable diseases. What are these non-communicable diseases? Heart attacks, strokes. Heart attacks and strokes, I think I told you once before. When I started my practice in India, in the first few years, I had some 30-year-olds who had heart attacks. So when I mentioned in the American College of Cardiology Society meeting in Chicago, they said, Dr. Reddy, we don't believe it. Indians don't know the date of birth. I said, don't be foolish. They not only know the date of birth, they know the star under which they are born. But it was 7 years later when they realized that 3 doctors didn't get up from their room, and all 3 were Indians in their 30s. And then when hell broke out, then they said they eat a lot of ghee, they eat a lot of coconut oil. I said, my Keralite patients, they not only eat coconut oil food, but they rub it all over their body, but they don't have increased incidence of heart attack. Similarly, my mother-in-law, used to treat. My mother-in-law is a my wife, I must say, is a replica of my mother-in-law. Was a great lady. So caring, and I think my wife imbibed most of her wonderful qualities and brought up the children to where they are today. And to continue that process, the children carried on so that we have this large family today, which we are all one, have this common goal, saying we have something to give back to the society, and we will. And this is where I think that the non-communicable diseases is a huge threat. It is growing at that time. So 3-4 years ago, we wanted to prepare ourselves to what to do. I had meetings with, there are 5 diseases: heart attacks, strokes, cancer, infections, and diabetes. And we add 2 more to that problem today: the overweight, the obesity, and mental illness. So these 7 problems, according to World Economic Forum, said at the end of 2030, 80% of the deaths will be from non-communicable disease. 80% of the deaths. And the cost burden for the world is going to be $30 trillion, and for India, it is going to be $4 trillion. How can we afford it? You can't afford it. And you can't afford the loss of so many people, because the heart attacks and stroke occur in young people in India, and they are the breadwinners. They are the happiness factor of the family. So we need to do something from this. So this is where I think all the teams started working on it. The proton unit came in only for that sake, saying this is the ultimate for cancer, so we must do it. Someone called my board would not accept to start a hospital with 150 beds and investment of 1,800 crores. They have never heard of such a thing at that time. But then I convinced them, saying, we are here to deliver the ultimate wish of people. And I'm happy, Mr. Narula and Mrs. Narula, thank you for your good words, for whatever services they are doing. I think my directors should hear your voice. I will show them your video and they will feel happy on that day. And finally they all passed, saying, in Telugu we call Maunam is Angvikara Suchanam. That means silence is acceptance. That's how they passed that resolution to build the proton center. So I'm happy that that is there. So I'm thanking Mr. Narula and Mrs. Narula for being here today and speaking from the heart, and what you felt with the care and compassion that has been given in the hospital. Deliver on the cure. Cure is our duty, but care and compassion is something should come from our heart. I think this is where we're very fortunate. We're also very fortunate that we have Greg Davis from Common Spirit. Thank you, Greg. You come with a wide open arms. I think you heard Greg Davis, but he was not properly introduced. He represents Common Spirit, a group of hospitals in US, the second largest in the world. 140 hospitals belong to Common Spirit, and he represents that company. And then a memorandum of understanding, which we are going to sign today, that we'll work together to give better care for people, to exchange with each other our knowledge, to work together for better innovation and the so-called the newer technologies that are available here. How quickly can we make it useful so that people will get the benefit of it, whether it's artificial intelligence, digitization, robotics, a lot of things are happening. And I think we will, I assure you that we will be there. My board will completely support this process and will give it something back for this part of the world and for the whole world. Because even today, about 150 countries come to India with the trust. So I think with this trust, we should be doing much more than what we have done. Because you must have that satisfaction saying, I've done this much. That means you have the capability of doing it. So please, I want each and every one of you to remember saying, what are the outstanding things that you will do by our 40th anniversary, which is also very important. And to remember saying, that is the gift that we want to give back to our late president, Gyani Zail Singh. He accepted, even I went to the Prime Minister and asked her to inaugurate the hospital. She said, no, I won't come. They think I have done your hospital. So we go to ask the president. Unfortunately, I had a problem. I don't know Hindi, he didn't know English. But we managed. He said, Acha khartum. Finally, he did. And to his memory, we have now built not just Apollo Hospital, Apollo Hospitals were built and built to his dream. As I said, when he left the written speech and spoke for 45 minutes, and it was wonderful. And I think my grandchildren also will be happy. even after that 1 hour, 30 minutes, 30-minute program, he said, no, I want to meet your grandchildren. So they were somewhere in their crowd. He waited till he sees them. So that is the affection he gave. I think that is the trust that he left behind, saying, Pratap, I'm happy you are doing a good purpose. I wish you well. And he, in many words, he mentioned this. So I thank all of you for having done this and living up to, the late President Nani Zail Singh was a wonderful person who would see and imagine and inaugurated this hospital. So on the 40th anniversary, each one of you must think, what more can we do? Yesterday we launched, the computerized intelligence engine, which is what we have done. Our doctors for the 40 years, various diagnoses, how they have done, they brought it all together, and then now it is called computerized intelligence engine, CIE. CIE engine, somebody said, well, let's patent it, let's price it. So I said, if it's going to be useful, you should give it free. So it's free for all doctors, all over the country and all over the world. Because this is the only way we can take care of not people just in Chennai, but people in the remote areas. Because I know what it is, because I come from a village. I visit my village every 3 years, and I must tell you, we do something in that village. We look after about 70,000 people from the first breath to the last breath. The lady, the moment she is pregnant, we take care of her, we give her 2 meals. We know all their life health records because we have done this health checkup for all of them. We've done that health checkup, and there is no neonatal and maternal mortality. There is a small hospital which I built for my father, his name, and today in that hospital they look after, there is no neonatal maternal mortality. The children, thanks to Beckett and Beckman, they also help us in sanitation and other things. So the 10,000 odd children help themselves. Then we have some way when people have no other work can earn some money. And there are built 1 or 2 halls for people to have some evening entertainment. And now we built a children's park. In the children's park, it very boldly said, what good thing have you done for the day? So I'm going to ask all of you, what good thing have you done today? What good things are you going to do on the 40th anniversary? Because if my village children are being asked that question, I have every right to ask my family members. My 130,000 family members, I'm asking you all this question, saying what good thing have you done today? What very good thing that we will do on the anniversary day? So I think there are many things that you have all done in many ways, but all that I can say is there are some things. I talked about the way we handle COVID. I talked about the non-communicable diseases, but I think we need to also say, as much as as big as the threat is of the non-communicable diseases, there is also that much of opportunities, the artificial intelligence, digitization, more of innovations, all of these are available. I think this is where we need to accelerate ourselves. This is where I think, I repeat, there is with common spirit also will work to see how we can, quickly and treat a large number of people. I still recollect the first satellite medicine in the world was connected in 2002. My village was connected with Hyderabad Hospital, and Bill Clinton, President of the United States, came to inaugurate it on Hyderabad. He saw that one child being examined in the village, an echo being transmitted to a cardiologist at Hyderabad, but Dr. Seshagir Rao. And he mentioned saying, told the mother, your child has got a hole in the heart. During vacation, you send it to us, we will fix it and she can go back when school reopens. Tears ran out of Clinton's eye. And he said, Dr. Reddy, this is a very wonderful thing that you have done. People in the remote, people should follow this so that people in the remote areas can get the benefit of this telemedicine. So we are the largest telemedicine in the world. We do the largest number of telemedicine in the world, including in Himalayas. In 14,000, 15,000 square feet, our telemedicine centers are there to help them because there is no other transport for them. We have trained them and then they get help from this. And today, Professor Mahajan's thing you saw, the command station, that was a project which they had for 6 months. And I said, you must complete it in 6 weeks. I'm happy. Thank you, Professor Mahajan, and all the other team members who made this possible, because this will give a hope for somebody who needs help in a remote hospital. If they have a serious problem, they know that, doctors at Apollo can give their advice. So I think this is one of the other major things. But the most important for a non-communicable disease is my daughter Preeta. All my daughters are super. Each one of them, they all worked without salary in the beginning. But I'm happy today in their positions. They made a great contribution to wherever we are today in their individual, and as a team. That is it. 130,000 family members, they have taken them together and made this all possible. So I feel free to mention about the ProHealth. ProHealth, Satya is here. She did a brilliant job in creating this ProHealth. You must know what ProHealth is. I have done this for all my village people, for village 70,000 people. They all had their health checkup. It's a one-time health record of an individual, and it points out to the risk factors. If you are going to get cancer, it will detect early. There's a test called breast easy test. 1 drop of blood will determine whether you're going to get breast cancer or not. You will know whether the heart problems are going to come or not. In my village, we operated 18 cancers, and they are cancer-free because we could detect it at the stage through. So we have done for all our 120,000 Apollo family members that ProHealth checkup, and then we didn't stop with them. We did it for their wives, and we did it for their adult children, because it is they who are dying. The young people in India are dying from heart attacks and strokes, and they are the most precious ones, because which is the one which causes great grief to the family and a severe loss which you can't repair. So I think ProHealth is going to be one of our major things. So my promise, Satya is going to promise on that day, whatever she wanted at the budget, I cleared it 110%. She asked for 100%, but I cleared 110% of the budget. But I think she has a timeline on now September 18th, 2023. You will see that all over India and probably all over the world, we should do the ProHealth and take off this huge tragedy of non-communicable diseases. What is treatable? Why should we delay it? What can save people? Why should we not implement it? I think this is the question which each one of us must have. Working in medical field, we must say, if I can do something and it can make a difference for other people, I should not hesitate to do this. So God bless you. I think I spoke from my heart, but all that I can say is I have a wonderful, wonderful family, 120,000 odd family. But more important is the 150 or 200 million people who touch their lives in Apollo their blessings are with us. Because we need blessing. We need lots of blessings. Without it, sometimes you get diverted. To be on path, I think we need the God blessing. That blessings are together, all of us. And I promise you that all of them have got that full spirit within us. There are many, many more things which are, there are a lot of plans for called Prana, 3-year plan, 1-year plan. Now I gave them a 6-month plan. All these plans are here to be booked. And I have confidence that they will do it. God bless all of them. And thank you. And especially, I want to thank my brother-in-law from Chicago. He came for Narendra Reddy. And it's his wife, Nirmala. It's also her birthday today. Happy birthday, Nirmala. It's wonderful. Thank you. I think it's for all the family, I can say a big, big, big appreciation. I won't say thank you. I say I appreciate the wonderful things that you have done. But let that spirit of the service, compassion, build in yourself so that we can do bigger and better things. God bless all of you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God bless. Yeah?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those inspirational words. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give our beloved chairman another warm round of applause? Okay. We now have a small video from the pharmacy team as a dedication to the chairman. So we can direct your attention towards the screen on stage.
শুভ জন্মদিন স্যার, আপনাকে জন্মদিনের অনেক শুভেচ্ছা এবং অভিনন্দন।
জন্মদিনের অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা ও শুভকামনা।
அப்போலோ சேர்மன் அவர்களுக்கு பிறந்த நாள் நல்வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
सर नातरत्न कुटुंबरत्न वाटीरत्न మీకు హృదయపూర్వక జన్మదిన శుభాకాంక్షలు.
ಹುಟ್ಟುಹಬ್ಬದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಸರ್.
എന്റെയും എന്റെ കുടുംബത്തിന്റെയും പിറന്നാൾ ആശംസകൾ നേരുന്നു. ആയുരാരോഗ്യ സൗഖ്യം നേരുന്നു.
Thank you for that lovely video and all of your wishes. I'd now like to invite the CEO of Apollo Pharmacy, Mr. Jayakumar, to present the vote of thanks.
Actually, you're introduced as a CEO. The same for me also. 30 years ago, I joined as a dispensing pharmacist in our organization. So I've become a CEO here, and that doesn't matter for us. So Chairman has said that it's all about serving people and giving the genuine medicine and to nook and corner of this country. That is what we have been doing for this many years, Chairman. Whatever you have seen, the network, what we have created, 5,350 stores. Today with 247, we can able to reach 60 crore Indian house, and with a medicine delivery, that is what we can do. Chairman, today I wanted to say the success and in terms of secret, but you are the reason for establishing the pharmacy. But our Mrs. Chairman is the real reason for the full success, basically. The reason I'll tell you, it is really from the heart. And why? Because I think I joined in this organization for the third pharmacy. The first and second pharmacy I was not there, which is 1987 and 1989. Then 1992 I have joined, but I still remember Mr. Ramurthy and Mr. Sridhar talking about the first bill we cut only with Mrs. Chairman's name. So that's a legacy. And the 4 decades, actually, we are continuing. Thank you, Chairman. So I'll not take much of time. I know everyone are waiting. There is a scripted of the vote of thanks because I should not forget anyone. But I will just start with the Chennai team, Vanakkam, and also all the team members across the globe and India who all are joined. And thanks all of you for coming here. Thanks each and every one of you are joining this morning as we celebrate our beloved Chairman 90th birthday, the pioneer of Indian healthcare. And first I would like to take opportunity to thank Chairman and Mrs. Chairman, though I've done already, but still there are only few words. Sir, you're always inspiring, humble and positive. We are trying to really follow on a day-to-day basis. And you work relentless to ensure that every individual have access to world-class healthcare. Your contribution to healthcare will be remembered for generation to come. So thank you, Chairman. Our sincere gratitude to both Chairman and Mrs. Chairman. Our dynamic leaders and Preeta ma'am and Sunita ma'am and Shobna ma'am as well as Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you for delivering the inspiring message. Always we try to follow whatever you say and we implement as much as possible. That's what we all have said. And also we have seen a lot of next gen leaders have come, people like Anush, and so many are there because Anush works with me, so I can able to take the privilege of mentioning her name. And thanks all of you present here. And also I take this one more opportunity of all the dignitaries here and as well all our colleagues and across India and globe have joined here. And thank you all once again. Chairman, before I close, and on behalf of one Apollo family, this is what now we are all learning. One Apollo family members, we commit, we take your legacy forward of touching billion lives always and more than that. Thank you so much, all of you once again. Chairman, only one last minute from my side. You always say that I love you all. This is what we heard for the last maybe my 31 years. So today, this is a big gathering. Actually, I wanted to say everyone, can we say 2 words? One is that we love Chairman, we love Apollo. Can we say that? Please come on. We love Chairman and we love Apollo. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you so much for all of you. This is still not done. This is only a morning in the event. Still, Chairman has not connected with across the country. It's going to be a very, very long day. Exciting events are there. Please do join and celebrate. Thanks all of you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this special occasion and making it extra special by gracing us with your presence. We'd like to remind you that there's a special portal for day-long activities which have been planned with fun-filled activities and celebratory performances. Please do log in, encourage your colleagues and family members to participate in these activities. I also request all of you to please join us for the online gala celebrations that begin from 2 p.m. from the Nehru Indoor Stadium. We promise you it's going to be grand and absolutely fabulous. And for all of the units that have joined in from across India and across the globe, thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Your presence truly added to this occasion. To everyone here, thank you once again. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the Apollo family, thank you once again. Nandri, Vanakkam. Happy birthday to you, Chairman, once again.